Do I like Stuffwell in Partners in Time? That's the question I'm going to be answering today. Now, 3 days ago, I made a video on the top 10 characters in Partners in Time, and I specifically said I will make a video on why Stuffwell was not on this list. But it's very interesting because, in a way, I regret not putting him on, but it shoots me back like, okay, I'm very sure that I didn't put him on, and I'm going to tell you why I feel like that. But first, let's talk about Stuffwell to begin with. Stuffwell is obviously your companion, the person that's supposed to show you around and help you. He helps you, alright. He definitely helps you. But that definitely goes to probably the main reason why Stuffwell was not on the list. First things first, you have to realize that I have played Partners in Time 6 times, which obviously the tutorials are gonna get very annoying after a while. And this does not just affect Stuffwell, it affects the Elite Hammer Bros, it affects the Toadsworths, and it's just not a good thing to look at. It's very annoying, and it definitely sinks Holly Jolly Village in my area ranking all the way down to number 16 because of Stuffwell. Now here's the thing. Stuffwell, all that reminds me of Stuffwell is the tutorials, which is a huge problem for his character. All I think is, what was Stuffwell good for? Well, he brought me those tutorials, which is not a good thing if that's the thing that it brings you to. So, it's not a great look on him, but that's the main thing that sinks him. But there's something else that sinks him even more. Now, if the character was amazing, this wouldn't really be a bad thing. But the thing about Stuffwell is that he just isn't interesting to me from the start. So when he doesn't change, it gets very boring. It just gets like, oh, here's Stuffwell again, and I know what he's gonna say. And he says this before because he just says he's a suitcase. I mean, suitcases don't really change, so I mean, obviously, you're not going to be getting an arc for this character, which is definitely disappointing. So, it doesn't get me interested in Stuffwell's quote-unquote story, because all he really has is talking about later in the game, just talking about how the Crystal Star is just... Oh wait, Crystal Star is... Crystal Star is Thousand Year Door. All that Stuffwell really talks about is with the Cobalt Star reacting like crazy, which, again, isn't very interesting. Obviously, story-wise, it's necessary, but it's not very interesting as, well, he's funny sometimes, but not really anytime else, which is very bad. That's my main two problems with Stuffwell. But let's turn around to obviously the good things, which made him close to making it on the list. Stuffwell is a pretty funny character in Partners in Time, which is obviously a very good thing, and I said this before, I like comedy in video games, so it makes it harder for me not to put him on the list. That's the thing where I think like, oh, I really regret not putting him on, but then I just think of the tutorials, so it's a big problem. But, I mean, Stuffwell just uses like the stupidest words, like disgustable and tubified. I mean, these are just great words, and I'm going to use them for the rest of my life. The thing about Stuffwell is that he's missing way too much to be, for me, a character that I would put on the top 10. The really only thing that redeems him is that he's funny. He doesn't really have any interesting dynamics with different characters. And that's the main thing. I think that Stuffwell is having a ton of potential just shoved away, which is definitely disappointing. And that's why I just couldn't include him. Also, just all I think of him as is just the person who gives the most annoying tutorials of all time, which is not a good look. But Obviously, I could definitely see why you put him on the top 10. I wouldn't imagine you guys putting him high, but I definitely say maybe like 9 and 8. But other than that, I really don't see it. But again, it's my opinion, and you know, check out the top 10 characters if you haven't seen it already, because you can see who actually beat Stuffwell and why they actually did. And of course, I have a playlist of all the Partners in Time videos I made. That's in the link in the description. But other than that, enjoy Stuffwell, and I'm gonna leave now.